Hey, welcome to Straightport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your SmackDown results, your uh, wrestling news, and Saturday Morning Slam, your normal weekly programming. Here's the news. WWE announced on Tuesday that WWE Champion CM Punk was undergoing emergency knee surgery. It was revealed that at a SmackDown taping that Punk will not be able to wrestle at TLC pay-per-view. This happened in a dark match after all, and WWE Champion CM Punk's knee surgery is legitimately a legitimate situation. It was described as being long overdue, as Punk has been working through a knee injury for some time. There's no word yet as to whether it's a minor or major issue, as assumption was that the surgeon would not be able to assess the damage until the surgery is completed. Thus, there is no timeline for a recovery period yet. Obviously, a lengthy recovery period would derail some major storyline plans. We'll continue to pass along updates as more info is released. Indie wrestler DC Drake, aka Don Drake, who was incorrectly reported as having died a few days ago, issued the following statement to .net upon his apparent death. Last night, I was informed by my sister that my obituary appeared on several wrestling news sites. Her first question to me was, "Are you okay?" And my question to her, "If you thought I was dead, why would you call me?" I remember a profound piece of advice I received from several old timers in the wrestling business: leave your own publicity. And in this case, I am more than pleased to follow that advice. In reading some of the reports, I must say I was flattered and humbled by the nice things people were saying about my wrestling career, and although the circumstances under which these words were written are not necessarily what I would want them to be, the memories that flooded back to me gave me pause. Paul Heyman's words were especially meaningful, given the many hours he and I spent in the trenches trying to build a strong Northeastern independent wrestling scene. Regarding my health, yes, I did have a serious heart problem, which included multiple surgeries and heart attacks. I did briefly use steroids under the doctor's care. However, I don't blame anyone or anything about my health issues, and I made the choice to take a shortcut and must take responsibility for my own actions. But with every negative comes a positive, and I try to make the most out of the lessons I have learned in life. Professional wrestling allowed me to see and do things I would never have done or had the opportunity to do in any other profession. I traveled the country and the world and met good people and bad people, witnessed the damage that drug and alcohol addiction can do to professional athletes, and sadly watched the passing of many young men that I have worked with in the business. This has helped motivate me to continue in the career, and I had before wrestling and now after wrestling. As many of the articles stated, I am the director of a substance use disorder treatment program for individuals afflicted with HIV/AIDS at the Shattuck Hospital in Boston, working for Victory Programs, Inc. Even with my health issues, I am blessed to be able to wake up every morning and do something I truly enjoy and dedicated to do. I certainly hope this doing this work for many years to come. Happy holidays all. If you like to contact me for follow-up, my email is ddrake@vpi.org. Wrestler and broadcaster Byron Saxton has been added to the NXT administration team. Thus, he may not be wrestling anymore. .net reader Rybill noted that Saxton is no longer listed as a performer, wrestler, or an announcer on the staff at FCW Wrestling.info. Although it should be changed to NXT anyways. Saxton, aka Brian Kelly, is listed as a creative assistant along with Rob Naylor, who works as a member of the DGUSA broadcast team. Ion Network has moved the December 12th WWE main event television show to 5:30 p.m. instead. So look for it at 5:30 instead of the normal start time. There will be a special 11 p.m. Replay later that evening, and mentioned the possibility of the show being moved yesterday due to the 12-12-12 concert for the Hurricane Sandy relief. Ion Network has now made it official. And here's your Saturday morning slam, taping from North Charleston, South Carolina. And your match was Randy Orton defeating Damien Sandow. And, that was a Saturday morning slam. Now for your main event from North Charleston, South Carolina. Results courtesy of WrestlingInc.com. Ted DiBiase defeated Corey Graves in a dark match. And your TV matches were Intercontinental Champion Kofi Kingston fought U.S. Champion Antonio Cesaro to a no contest when Wade Barrett interfered, which sets up the tag team match. Kofi Kingston and R-Truth return for tag team action. And they defeat Antonio Cesaro and Wade Barrett. The announcement of CM Punk being unable to wrestle at TLC was also made, and a 6-man tag match of Ryback, Daniel Bryan, and Kane facing the Shield was also announced for the pay-per-view. Wow. Immediately they get main event status. WWE advertising 2 dark matches for SmackDown taping. The usual Big Show versus Shamus match for the World Heavyweight title, and Randy Orton versus Alberto Del Rio. It will be interesting to see whether Orton versus Del Rio takes place now that Orton versus Barrett is advertised for TV. Well, duh. And I'm wondering why they didn't have that here in Bossier City, Shreveport. But Orton no-showed. And now you can legally get by with it because card's subject to change. Okay. WWE taped Wednesday's main event for Ion Network featuring U.S. Champion Antonio Cesaro versus Intercontinental Champion Kofi Kingston in a non-title match, which I already gave you the result for that. WWE wrestler David Otunga and Natalya will appear at Mary Ford Elementary School in North Charleston. And they took part in a rally involving Be a Star and communities in school that began at 1 p.m. To read more on that appearance, visit northcharleston.live5news.com. Former TNA Knockout Champion Miss Tessmacher, a.k.a. Brooke Adams, formerly of FCW, and also I believe she was in the the other program, Tough Enough, no, that other program, anyways. Well, she turned 28. She was born December 4th, 1984. For those who may not have made a connection, she was also a member of the Extreme Expose, along with Layla and Kelly Kelly on the WWE version of ECW television back in 2007. So she was in the Diva circuit and became Extreme Expose. Former WWE wrestler Sylvester Terkay turned 42. He was born December 4th, 1970. Terkay was paired with Elijah Burke, the Pope, in WWE. He is a former amateur wrestling standout who lost to Kurt Angle by 1 point in the 1992 NCAA Championships while he wrestled for North Carolina State University. Terkay went on to win the NCAA Championship in 1993. The Package, starring WWE Hall of Famer Steve Austin and Dolph Lundgren, will be released on Blu-ray and DVD on February 19th, 2013. The movie comes with the following description. Directed by Jesse V. Johnson and written by Derek Kolstad. The Package features Austin as Tommy Wick, a nightclub bouncer and enforcer for Seattle crime boss. Big Doug, name of Eric Kinleyside, Dreamcatcher, and formerly Firewall movies. When Big Doug instructs Tommy to hand deliver a secret package to the mysterious international crime lord, the German. That's Lundgren's character. He does so with the hopes that Big Doug will forgive the debt, Tommy's brother Eddie, Lachlan Monroe from also from White Chicks, and also Freddy vs. Jason, O's. Word of the clandestine delivery spread, and soon the package and those who carry it become the target of rival gang leader Anthony. That's Michael Dangerfield, also from the Messengers movie. Anthony will stop at nothing to ensure its capture. Facing incredible odds, Tommy races against the ticking clock and a small army of hitmen, mercenaries, assassins, and sadists to complete the delivery. But does the German have other ideas about what to do with the package? Well, Dolph Lundgren will always be the Russian Ivan Drago, but it sounds like a fun straight-to-DVD flick, and you can check out more details on the cast and the film at imdb.com/title/TT1884457. I also have some other excuse me there, some other movies that Dolph Lundgren had been in. Hidden Agenda, Detention, and that's about it for that one. Anyway, back to the results. And now for what everybody's been waiting for, your SmackDown results. Well, it looks like they only have 5 matches. Didn't get to see it, of course, since I'm living in with some other roommates. The landlord advertises on her Craigslist ad, $250 a month. You get cable, don't have internet, only if you have a router, and you want to get online or call Comcast to get her username and password for Xfinity usage. That way I can watch it on Xfinity. So, is that fraud to me? Or is that fraud to you guys? Hell yeah. Well, back to results. World Heavyweight Champion Big Show defeated Daniel Bryan. The Shield attacked Bryan. Kane ran out, and he took the Shield's power bomb through the announcer's table. Match number 2, 3MB defeated Brodus Clay and the Usos. Match number 3, Randy Orton defeated Wade Barrett and after Kofi Kingston distracted Barrett. Match number 4, Great Khali and Hornswoggle defeated Primo and Epico. Match number 5, Shamus defeated Alberto Del Rio by submission. Big Show watched the match from the stage. And from the notes on this, Sheamus and Big Show signed a no-contact deal until TLC agreement. Okay, Damon Sandow's search for a new apprentice continues, and this time Miz interrupted. An angle led to Antonio Cesaro versus R-Truth for the U.S. title being announced for TLC pay-per-view. Sheamus threw Ricardo Rodriguez at a show to get around the no contest rule at the end of the show. Despite the no contact rule, Sheamus beat Big Show by disqualification in a dark match. And that ends your SmackDown results for this week. Thanks and peace out.